Negative visualization. What is it? A Stoic technique called negative visualization is consciously envisioning the worst-case situation in order to get ready for obstacles and setbacks. This method asks people to picture themselves in challenging circumstances, such as losing their job, going through a breakup, or being sick. We may lessen these anxieties' emotional effect and build resilience by facing them head-on in a controlled way. Within the framework of Stoic philosophy, negative vision is an effective means of achieving acceptance. Stoics hold that although we have no influence over outside forces, we do have power over how we respond to them. We develop an acceptance of change and the transience of life by thinking about the worst-case scenario. This acceptance enables us to develop a more composed, less reactive attitude that enables us to handle challenges with grace. This exercise also makes us more grateful for what we already have. Recognizing the potential for loss makes us more appreciative of our opportunities, relationships, and health. In the end, negative imagery improves our life by helping us feel more grateful and accepting of uncertainty, while also preparing us for hardship. In Stoicism, negative visualization. A fundamental component of Stoic practices, negative imagery is used to build emotional fortitude and resistance. Well-known Stoic philosophers like Epictetus and Seneca stressed the value of this method in their writings. Seneca, for example, said that people should often reflect about the death of a loved one or the possibility of bad luck. He thought that by doing this, we may better appreciate our gifts right now and get ready for the inevitable trials that life will bring. In addition, Epictetus emphasized the importance of negative vision and prompted his pupils to consider how fleeting life is. He taught us to develop a stable attitude in the face of difficulty by thinking through the worst-case situations. This exercise helps us feel more in control of our emotional reactions in addition to lowering anxiety. In Stoic philosophy, negative vision has always been very important. It is a way of putting the Stoic idea of accepting what we cannot control and concentrating on what we can control into practice. Stoics have traditionally created a framework for facing adversity with grace and fortitude by incorporating this method into their everyday lives, which has eventually resulted in a more resilient and meaningful life. Strength and effects of negative imagery. Negative visualization is a powerful psychological technique that may greatly improve our mental health. The capacity to lessen anxiety and loss phobia is one of its main benefits. Through deliberate visualization of the worst-case situations, people may face their concerns in a secure setting. Through this process, the power these anxieties hold over us is lessened, enabling us to respond to obstacles in real life with greater reason and composure. Furthermore, negative vision is essential for increasing our appreciation for the gifts we now have. By pausing to think about what we could lose, we learn to value the people, things, and experiences that we frequently take for granted. This change in viewpoint encourages happiness and fulfillment in our daily lives. Furthermore, negative imagery is a very powerful tool for preparing for life's unknowns. We may better traverse hardship by arming ourselves with the emotional tools necessary by mentally practicing possible obstacles. By being proactive, we not only strengthen our resilience, but also give ourselves confidence that we can face any challenge that life presents. In the end, negative imagery helps us to be more grounded in the face of upcoming obstacles and to live more completely in the present. How to develop and become expert in negative visualization. Including negative imagery in your everyday routine can be a life-changing technique that improves mental toughness. Start by allocating a short period of time each day to think about any obstacles you could encounter. Imagine these situations as they actually may occur, taking into account not only the worst-case scenario, but also your own reaction to it. This practice lessens your dread of hardship and helps you psychologically become ready for it. Negative visualization is a skill that requires constant practice. Whether you do this exercise once a day or a few times a week, make it a habit. You'll discover that as time goes on, facing your worries and anxieties will come more easily to you, giving you the confidence and poise to face life's obstacles. Furthermore, think about journaling as a tool for introspection and personal development. After every visualization session, record your feelings and ideas regarding the envisioned situations in writing. This exercise helps you monitor your emotional reactions over time and validates your observations. You may find trends, acknowledge your accomplishments, and gain a deeper understanding of how negative visualization affects your life by keeping a journal of your experiences. Accept these doable actions to develop a robust outlook and handle life's uncertainties with poise. Positive versus negative imagery. There are two basic types of visualization techniques, positive and negative, that might produce varied results and emotional states. By focusing on worst-case situations, negative visualization teaches people to be resilient and ready for any obstacles that may arise. This routine frequently results in less worry and a deeper appreciation for the joys in your life right now. Positive visualization, on the other hand, encourages drive and optimism by imagining achievement and desired goals. This method can give people more self-assurance and motivate them to work hard toward their objectives. Every strategy offers advantages specific to the situation. Negative visualization gives people the mental tools they need to overcome hardship, which makes it especially helpful when faced with uncertainty or big life transitions. Positive visualization, on the other hand, works best when one is trying to set goals or find inspiration, since it helps one visualize success clearly and supports an optimistic outlook. It's significant that these methods work well together. Positive vision encourages optimism and ambition, whereas negative visualization fosters acceptance and gets us ready for obstacles. You may establish a balanced approach to mental health by incorporating both strategies into your daily practice. This will enable you to face the challenges of life with optimism and resilience. A more contented and grounded existence might result from embracing the advantages of each activity. Useful advice for those pursuing Stoicism. By assisting people in facing life's truths with clarity and compassion, negative visualization exemplifies the Stoic virtue of wisdom. Wisdom, according to Stoicism, is not just having information, but also using it to make wise decisions. By actively considering prospective losses and difficulties, negative visualization enables us to make well-informed judgments based on a realistic appraisal of our situation. This exercise encourages us to consider the implications of our decisions, which helps in decision-making. We can more effectively assess risks and benefits and take more cautious and careful choices when we imagine the worst-case situations. This insight enables us to make judgments that are in line with our beliefs and long-term objectives, rather than rash ones brought on by fear or worry. Additionally, negative imagery is essential for developing a well-rounded viewpoint. Understanding that life is temporary and that change is inevitable helps us to enjoy where we are right now without getting too attached. Resilience is fostered by this balanced perspective, which helps us handle life's ups and downs with grace. In the end, negative imagery helps us live a more deliberate, robust, and satisfying life by acting as a practical application of Stoic knowledge. Negative imagery and happiness. Although it may seem paradoxical at first, there is a direct correlation between negative imagery and general happiness. Anticipating loss may greatly increase our appreciation for life. We become more appreciative of the importance of our current experiences, relationships and belongings as we reflect on future difficulties and losses. Our ability to appreciate the present and find joy in daily life is enhanced by this increased awareness. The theory that negative imagery might result in higher levels of life satisfaction is supported by research. According to studies, people who use this strategy frequently report feeling less nervous and more pleased. They get a sense of control over their feelings and situations by being ready for adversity, which helps them have a more stable and optimistic view on life. Practitioners' personal tales provide further context for this relationship. A lot of people who have adopted negative visualization claim that it has changed the way they view happiness. They frequently talk about times when they felt thankful for their loved ones and ordinary events again after seeing possible losses. These testimonies demonstrate how negative imagery may be a potent tool for raising happiness levels overall, inspiring us to enjoy life to the fullest and acknowledge its richness while keeping a firm grasp on reality. Innovative idea generation. Using Stoic principles, negative visualization encourages us to imagine potential barriers and hurdles, which may be a strong fuel for creative problem solving. By taking the time to consider the worst-case scenario, we not only prime ourselves for hardship, but also encourage creative thinking. By anticipating these challenges, we may generate ideas for workarounds and create plans to get beyond them, which will ultimately boost our creative potential. When applied to artistic undertakings, Stoic ideas may produce amazing results. Focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot is what Stoicism teaches us. This way of thinking liberates us from the paralysis of fear and uncertainty and enables us to face issues with objectivity. Negative visualization may help us turn possible setbacks into chances for development and creativity. This method has been used by many prosperous people to stimulate their creativity. For example, well-known novelist Ryan Holiday frequently talks about how he has been able to overcome writer's block and create engaging storylines by anticipating problems. In a similar vein, successful business people such as Tim Ferriss have discussed how planning for the worst-case situation helped them create strong company plans. Conclusion. In this video, we examined the potent idea of negative visualization within the context of Stoicism. By including negative visualization into your creative process, you may open up fresh viewpoints and creative ideas, thereby improving your problem-solving abilities. We spoke about how this exercise builds our emotional and resilient strength by encouraging us to face possible setbacks and losses. Anticipating challenges might help us feel less anxious, be more grateful for what we already have, and have a healthy outlook on life. In order to promote personal development, we also emphasize the significance of incorporating negative vision into our everyday activities. By using this method on a regular basis, you may get a deeper comprehension of your concerns and acquire the confidence needed to face life's difficulties. Recall that the knowledge you obtain via negative visualization might enable you to face issues head-on and make wise decisions. Finally, we encourage you to use negative imagery as a useful tool in your quest for personal development. If this information was useful to you, please think about enjoying this video, subscribing to our channel, and sharing it with others who might find these ideas insightful. We may keep investigating the tenets of Stoicism and their applicability to contemporary life together. We appreciate your time and hope to see you in our upcoming video.